Coming up today on Boat Improvement, the installation of a Mermaid marine air conditioner and bringing the shine back to neglected teeth. And the ultimate set of fasteners. Next. You'll see the installation of the newest marine products by experts in the industry. Welcome to Boat Improvement. We now join John Trotter of Mermaid Marine Air at Fort Loudon Yacht Club in Knoxville, Tennessee for our first installation.
Hi, my name is John Trotter, and along beside me here is Mr. Warren Marnell. We're with Mermaid Marine Air, and this week on Boat Improvement we're going to walk you through renovations of marine air conditioning systems and retrofitting older system to a new Mermaid system. It's about a 2-day project complete. We've already gone ahead and replaced one of the AC systems up front. And what we're going to do is go ahead and walk you through the step-by-step procedures to go ahead and remove this system and drop in a new Mermaid system. Warren and I are going to go ahead and walk you through briefly what we're already seeing, and we're going to go ahead and make some necessary changes based on what the previous installer has already done. If you can get a view up in here, if you look down below here, we have not done anything with the system as of yet. This looks very similar to the system that's already completed on the other side of the vessel. Down here are the two power and pump wires. We went ahead and pulled them out just for a little bit easier view. What we'd like to change out here is the way the wires are connected to the air conditioning system. The previous installer simply used barrel connectors without any insulation. We're going to go ahead and change that out. And you'll also notice the application where the water inlet and water discharge go for the self-contained systems. We're going to make a slight modification of that and improve that. This device over here is the older system's electrical system. We no longer use that type of application, so we'll be changing that out as well. So first thing we're going to go ahead and do is start with the electrical system, removing that, as well as this panel here, and then we're going to go ahead and remove the air conditioning system and the ducting out. In addition to that, this system right here is the 6-inch insulated ducting. We're going to go ahead and make some modifications to that to get a little bit better air improvement. Under normal circumstances, we try to have the ventilation a little bit higher in vessels, but per customer request and the fact that this is a relatively large area, we decided not to make any modifications to the existing supply air vent coming off of this air conditioning system. So let's go ahead and get started. Taking this right out of the equation here. Now there's really some advantages and disadvantages using insulated ducting, as you saw there. In this particular application, we at Mermaid don't feel it necessary to use insulated ducting. It's not necessarily going behind an electrical panel or any AC anything of that nature. There's really no need for it. Up here, what we've got is a Mermaid system. This is what we're going to be dropping into place. It's a little bit easier to view since it's up here. This is a 6,500 BTU reverse cycle Mermaid system. It's called a top discharge configuration. What we chose to do here is simply just match the existing system's air discharge in order for ease of installation by simply matching the existing scheme as that was still acceptable to us. We'll be dropping that unit down here in just a few moments. Next step we're going to go ahead and do, now that we've got some working room down here, is to go ahead and cut the electrical and the water lines and get all that cleared out of our way. Now, prior to going any further with the air conditioning electrical system, we've already taken the liberty of making sure that either the shore power plug was completely removed from the side of the vessel, and or ensuring that there was circuit breaker was closed at this time or off at this time, since we'll be tapping into a 110-volt system. What you have here are two power lines. One is feeding the pump and one is feeding the actual air conditioning system. This particular vessel has 3 air conditioning systems on board and operates through a pump relay system. On the previous system, this wiring goes through a circuitry up here that allows the pump to turn on regardless of what air conditioning system is turning on, 1, 2, or 3. We're going to go ahead and just tap into that existing system because via the Mermaid's electrical box, on the side of the electrical box are applications for a pump and power inlet. With a 110-volt relay system that this unit has, we're actually able to use our existing hookups here on our Mermaid electrical box, making the installation and the retrofit quite simple. So ensuring that the power has been closed, simply cutting the wires to each unit. Make sure that you distinguish which one is the power and the pump, as these cable lines are already identical. This particular wire here is the main power line. I'll have Warren label that so in the future we don't get those two crossed. If by chance you didn't have enough wire here, it can be okay to go ahead and splice directly into these. The perfect situation or perfect scenario would actually be rerun yourself a new gauge of wire directly back from the power inception point. Least amount of splice you have as possible, least amount of margin for error there will be. Now, in this particular installation, what the previous installer had done was use 1-inch water inlet and 1-inch water discharge lines. We're going to go ahead and bring that back down to the normal size specs of most marine air conditioning systems, which occupies a 5/8-inch hose line. We've already made the necessary adjustments down below to do so, so we're simply going to just disconnect these water lines in order to get this air conditioner out of our way, and then go ahead and drop in the new Mermaid system with the previously run hoses that we did prior to the show. Alright, we've got the water lines off, the power disconnected. Here's the condensation line of the previous system. We're going to leave that in place for now. We are going to go ahead and replace that line in the future. But the system's ready to be removed at this time. We're going to get it up and just set it up out of our way, Matt.